Okay. Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So for those who have watched my last video, you probably realise now that we have a fully functioning Farriers Forge. So today's another forge video. We've got a horse coming into the forge today that has a few conformational problems in front, and also some hind limb lameness issues. So we're going to go over, we're going to assess it, we're going to come up with a shoeing plan that will hopefully benefit this horse, improve her. She's a show jumper, she's a chestnut mare, a nice horse, so it should be great to have her in the forge. So we're going to head over there. We've got a few things to pick up, nip over to Strom's home. We're going to pop in there, pick up some supplies, and then we're going to head over to the forge. So let's get on with it. Morning.
If I could take you up in boom boom bosh, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I ding dong, plans would come true. And I ding dong, my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. And I ding dong, lang lang lang, boom boom, better better better. Take you up in boom boom bosh, boom boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I think I'm trying to come here.
Perfect. Job done.
My whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
What's your horse called?
Bumblebee.
Yeah, and do we need to shoot him today? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's have a look what's going on here. That's a really good shot of the hind. You can see how upright the outside wall is and how flat the inside is. To see, have a little look at it sort of dynamically. How toe-in she is on the left fork. You can see we had this sort of toe-in conformation, especially when she was trotting. You can see how that leg sort of deviated from the knee down, sort of very base narrow. She's got this sort of medial flare and really upright and short on that lateral toe quarter to toe heel, to heel quarter area. Okay, and then behind she's very wide in the hocks. She was very weak as she trotted. There was a lot of movement in there, both medial and laterally. So we're going to graduate them slightly. We're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to graduate from the inside border of the shoe in, round and towards the heels, and I'm going to fit it with some dental impression material underneath. She doesn't have the best frogs, and it'll give her some support actually underneath the bony column rather than just elevating the heels. So okay, so as I explained, the frog's not very healthy. You can see this medial flare here, how our lateral toe quarter's gone very straight and very upright. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in, and then we're going to fit this a lot wider around here, but we're also going to sort of equilibrium or sort of roller the toe or roller the complete shoe to allow for that easier breakover. So we're going to achieve the graduation through welding in the branch of this shoe, either branch. We're going to weld in from the toe area here. So we're going to cut it off here. We're going to weld it in so it's flush with the shoe and the toe region here. And then we're going to weld the end of the shoe on top of the bar, or on top of the heel over here. So the graduation will come in. It's going to be on both sides. We're going to weld here to support it, weld here and weld here. Okay, so the shoe is now more or less prepped for welding up. So you can see, so if you're taking those two halves of the shoes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld them in flush with the toe here. They're going to weld together here and they're going to be welded on top of the shoe here on the heels. So when they're welded on, you can see how this centered bit will come up slightly when I get the welds in there. And you'll see how the graduation is very centered inwards. So the horse is actually standing on something rather than just graduating at the heels, creating a huge void in the middle of the shoe. This is actually achieving the same effect. So you're still graduating the foot, but you're doing it inside and offering all that support. And I'm going to pack underneath the dental impression material. So let's do some welding. So what I've done with this is I've beveled the edge all the way around. As you can see, I've widened this area here. So I've widened this outside branch by sinking the fuller to a full stop, but also running that extra fuller line in. It's really spread that section wide. So what we want to do is your toes in. We want to give all this lateral support. So if we turn it over, so we've basically given her a lateral extension from the toe clip all the way around. So if I can just show you that. Right the way around to that heel. We've kept the inside relatively nice and thin. I've safed it off all the way around here to prevent any brushing injuries. And as I said, we've beveled it all off as much as we can. This is our hind shoe. I've got it placed on the anvil now, so I'm going to show you exactly what we've tried to achieve with this elevation. So if I just hold it here, the heel of the shoe is lifted here, so the graduation is on the inside, on both sides, here and here. And it's, as you can see, it's quite hard to show. You can see the toe is nice and beveled here, bringing that break over back, and then you've got that steady increase in height towards the heel area. Look from the ground surface, so you can see how that graduation is nice and level with the toe, and progresses backwards to more or less the thickness of the shoe, which is 8 mil. So we've got an 8 mil graduation more or less on this foot. When you graduate the foot or when you graduate the shoe, you you're kind of lifting the foot even further off the floor, and you still want to encourage front pressure, front ground contact for a healthy sort of foot mechanism. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a slightly different product to what I've used in the past, but we're going to use a Glue U product. It's a medium hoof packing, it's a medium to soft, so we're going to mix these again. It's a two-part material. We'll mix them together now, ready to go in the foot. So. What I've done is I've mixed in some copper sulfate crystals, which are these here, with the dental impression material, and I've applied it to the foot a little bit earlier than you would normally, because I don't want too much pressure from it. So I put it on when it's nice and soft, and then applied the shoe to it. So the shoe, I'm going to let her stand on it now. I'm just giving it a second. I put 2 nails in. I'm going to let her stand on it, let the dental impression material disperse where she's more comfortable with it. So we just come over. So we've placed in 2 nails. You can see we've given plenty of width up this outside here. Okay, so with this front shoe you can see how it's much wider around that outside wall. I'll just show you here, we've got this lateral extension all the way around to that nice square heel at the back. So it's really sort of supporting this coronary band area here. And when we assess her conformation, as we come down that limb, and we had that real toe in, you can see I've sort of offset the clip here. Offset the clip, shot it wider around here just to sort of compensate for that. The inside is nice and peripheral. So I think on the whole, a much improvement from when she came in. Giving her that extra width is allowed to support the coronary band, support the joints, the fetlock, the knee, and stop any sort of further migration. Okay, so straight away we have noticed her sort of hind posture change. The hoof pastern axis has changed. She's a lot more further forward with that hoof pastern axis, a lot straighter. She's standing more upright than what she was. She was very much back on the heels, sort of allowing them legs to come underneath her, not giving her any sort of support to them hocks. So I think straight away with these shoes, we're going to see how we get on with them. We're going to give them a couple of weeks, see how she goes in them, and then we'll probably have her back and make another assessment. Sweet! Okay guys, so that was a good afternoon in the forge, really interesting. That horse had so many problems going on. No disrespect to the horse, she's a lovely horse, a very nice horse, great show jumper. She just has conformational problems. No horse is perfect. And we just have to shoe that accordingly, taking into consideration all those factors to provide her with the best possible shoeing that will allow her to then go and do what she does best. So very interesting to see how we get on with those shoes over the next few weeks. I will keep you informed. She will be coming back in about 4 or 5 weeks time, and we'll reassess her then, so be sure to check these videos out as they come up. So it's great to have the forge up and running now. We're going to be doing plenty of videos like this. We have some talks going on in the near future. We're going to be inviting you guys over to the forge if you would like to come over. We're going to be putting on days, demonstration days. We've got, well, one of the first videos I did on how to remove shoes and basic hoof care management. We're going to be putting on days for that. So if you are interested in attending any of these days, do drop me a comment below or send me a private message. But yeah, you know, if you ever want to bring a horse over, if you're in the local area, this is a facility that we are now working on. It is a service that we are providing. We aim to have a lot more horses coming to the forge, doing a lot of this remedial work, hoping to improve the performance of these horses. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to learn something from it. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it. I'll be very grateful. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. And I will see you on another video. Take care.